Hey guys, welcome back to the video, and yeah, welcome to my first of many hopefully race car videos. So this is kind of a video highlights of my first ever kind of like kart race, race kart race. But why don't I show you like some practice highlights first? So yeah, heading out for my my first session for this one. If I'm not wrong. By the way, the kart they are driving is basically a Redspeed OTK kart with Vortex ROK GP. Basically, everybody here in this track use Vortex ROK GP. So rare to find X30s, rare to find senior Rotex Max. But yeah, so the first few laps are just basically me trying to get used to the kart, trying to get used to the flow of the kart, get used to the handling of the kart, which so far is not too bad, but that doesn't stop me from making some cheeky overtakes from here. So yeah, right then, going for I think second session. But yeah, the kart handled quite well, although there's a bit of issue with like starting and all. But I think the main issue with the kart is that the accelerator is very stiff, mainly because I think the spring is too hard. But yeah, after removing the spring, it felt much better. I can control my throttle much better. And yeah, also one issue, if you notice, the GoPro is shaking around a lot. So that's the reason why I did change my camera view later on in the session. But yeah, anyway, last but not least, the track that we are driving on. This is a track in Singapore, by the way. Yes, the country that hosts the Singapore Grand Prix. Now, this is actually quite a ulu track. Like, not a lot of like normal Singaporeans know, but a lot of the sim racers and somewhat the those who are into racing will know this place a lot. So this is KF1 karting circuit at Kranji. It opened up in 2015, if I'm not wrong, and it's a fairly good track. I really enjoy it. If you are in Singapore, if you live in Singapore, do come and try this track if you like racing. But yeah, heading on to the third, I think my third session, if I'm not wrong, I did change the camera position to a radiator mounted one or intercooler. I'm not sure of my cut parts that much, but yeah, this track, going back to what I was saying, this track felt very nice. I really enjoy this track a lot, more than somewhat the other tracks in Singapore, because this is quite much the track that I felt the most at home at. But yeah, to endorse for those people who are like, wait, this place exists? Yes, it does exist. You can head over near Kranji MRT. It's right near the subway station, near the train station. So if you have nothing else to do, I do recommend coming here. They do have like a rental card service, like those fun card service. So I do recommend for those who are interested in racing and wants to do racing to go through here. And yeah, here's the biggest issue for me, and that is my braking technique. I am not the best at braking. But yeah, that's the end of my practice session. The fastest time for me is 46.612 seconds. So yeah. Anyway, now just waiting for us to go to the grid for a mini race. But yeah, anyway, as I get to the grid, nobody was there, so I thought, okay, why not I go one more round? As it turns out, as I go one more round, I thought, okay, is there anyone there? Okay, still nobody there. And okay then, why not race against the train right there? Which I totally lost because it's just going straight. I have a lot of corners to drive on. But yeah, other than that, just waiting for the rest to come. At this point, I do feel nervous because it's my first mini race, but I really want to build up my experience, build up my racecraft. So yeah, might as well. So yeah. Right then, going for one lap of warm up. to warm up all the tires. And since it's a night race, tires are pretty cold, so I got no grip whatsoever when I get through the corners. But yeah, now onto the formation lap, and it's kind of weird actually, because this is my first ever race with a formation lap, but quite a lot of karts having issues with the engine. But yeah, starting on the outside in 13th place at this point. Not really the best place to start, but yeah, we're gonna try our best to see what we can do as we go green. As you can see, not a good start. I just got one place down, stand right down the inside by the guy in front, and this is where I have to work on the steering inputs. So yeah, the best place to start on this track is basically the inside line, but I was on the outside, so I got no chance whatsoever. So yeah, heading down towards the hard corners of the track. But yeah, suddenly I'm trying not to do any bravery, any heroics for this lap. Big oversteer there. Well, yeah, generally quite a quiet first lap for my first ever mini race. And yeah, running out the final corner to start my second lap. So quite quiet first lap, not like sim racing. But yeah, nice and chill for now. So yeah. Later on into lap 2, we got held by the car in front. Me and the guy in front got caught up with another guy in front. So the guy in front said, "Oh well, I'm tired of waiting. I'm just gonna send the move into the inside." Meanwhile, I'm just gonna stay nice and cool, try not to do any heroics. Like I say, this is my first race, so I do not want to make any big mistakes. I don't want to be a hero on my first race. But yeah, we are slowly catching up to the car in front, and that's where I sensed the opportunity. I saw a gap and went for it. Went on the inside, and yeah, that's P11 by the end of the third sector of lap 3 into lap 4 now. Slowly enough, I'm actually getting into the groove for the race. I'm just at this point being more comfortable with the race. Since it's my first mini race, first real life kart racing, it's quite nerve wracking at first, but actually I start to cool down a bit by the time lap 5. But yeah, at this point I do feel like there's someone right behind me, so I'm just trying my best to attack the time in order to kind of break away from the guy, try to build up a gap from the guy. But so far, we are slowly catching up to the guy in front, but we are not at the same time, if that makes sense. But yeah, nothing much really go on, and it's kind of lonely actually. At this point, I am fighting no one, although I feel like there is someone from behind. So I am trying my best to fight for the position, while not knowing how it will end or how it will start. As you get through this corner, through to the infamous Gain City, and yeah, that's the move for P11 for the car in front. But I managed to get back at him before we get to the next corner. Fortunately enough, we actually made a mistake there, so that guy gained back the P11 and we are down to 12. So now all I can do is basically just try to get close to him, try to keep pace with him, and try to put pressure on him so that he will make a mistake. Maybe I can get him through the next few laps. But yeah, that's the game plan for now. Later on the lap, I actually slowly did get close to him, to the car in front. But maybe the issue is for me is just that, I mean, this is when the driver excuse come in. First mini race, and also I think the fact that I did have a few mistakes throughout the whole lap, such as this. by the way. Yeah, I'm just trying my best to keep pace with him, but all I know is that he's way faster than me. He's way more experienced than me, so he got the advantage. Meanwhile, I got the weight advantage. I'm slightly lighter as we do get slightly closer to him towards into turn 1. But yeah, at this point, the physical side of karting just took over me. All of a sudden started to become very tired. Even though I'm catching up with him, I'm starting to really wear out mentally and physically, which really shows that nothing in sim racing prepares you for karting. So yeah, at this point I'm really tired, going slightly outside, and that gives the guy a chance to overtake, but I managed to get him back before the next corner. But yeah, at this point slowly the guy in front is running away. But at this point I was like, okay, I can't let this be. I have to really catch up with him. So yeah, that's the game plan for now. I have to really catch up with him, really show what I can do, even though this is my first race. But slight mistakes and error is the one that kind of really give me a bit of an issue for this whole day actually. There's a lot of issues with my braking technique, my steering technique for this whole session. But yeah, but really at this point I just feel like I can actually make a move through this corner, but it was a bit too far. I think in sim racing, if I have that big of a gap, I can make that overtake, but here in karting, that's quite a big gap, so I don't think so I was able to try to make a move. I did try to be a bit cheeky there just now, but couldn't make it possible. But yeah, anyway, so far I've been enjoying myself for this 13 laps. But yeah, anyway though, we are on our final lap, so this is the final push. So try to be a bit sneaky there, try to gang on the inside, but he defended quite well there. At this point, my body couldn't take it. I was losing time, and the guy kind of disappeared. As you can see there, through the Infoscene City, I was steering quite aggressively. Yeah, and this caused the guy in front to pull away from me. Quite a big gap for me. But turn after turn at this point, just getting huge oversteers, even through here, especially there. But yeah, running out the last few corners into the final corner, and checkered flag to get P12 for first mini race, to say the least. First ever kart race for me. It'll be a good race because one thing, I'm driving against experienced drivers, so I did learn a thing or two here. But the positive is that this kind of made my mind to go like, okay, I need to race in more of these like club races, so that I can become a better driver and then improve. And yeah, hopefully this can kind of shows like how the kart scene is in Singapore. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.